Hey everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Full Throttle Revivals, where I have 10.5 acres of nothing but old and some newer vehicles that need a home. And it's hard to sell something that don't run and drive. So here we revive and we put them back on the road, because what are we doing? We're saving them from the crusher and giving them another chance at life. So behind me here is a shop that me and a buddy of mine just finished building so that I can do all of these revivals. But right now, let's go ahead and take a walk, and we're going to go and check out some of the stuff that I have out here that is soon going to be going through this shop and getting a second chance at life. This guy here is my daily. I put another motor in it not too long ago. I had to go a long way to pick this thing up, but I've always loved the ZR2 two-door Blazer. Decent on gas, good four-wheel drive performance, very comfortable, and it's a great parts getter. I couldn't go wrong. That was my dad's car, 89 Pontiac. I drove it for a long time, and then my son drove it to high school. And it doesn't have that many miles on it, only 104,000 all original, and it's kind of my baby. And she's eventually going to go in the shop for a personal touch of my own to fix up this body and paintwork and get her back to her former glory. I got this Chevy Silverado here. Not a bad looking truck, it's pretty straight. What's interesting about it is it's a long bed step side. Oh yes. Don't see a lot of these anymore with a wood bed. And it's a 4 on the floor. Truck needs a little work, just like every good classic of their day. Some holes in the floors, nothing we can't patch up. And got this bad rocker here that we got to try and sort out somehow. Maybe cut out and replace. We got lots of donors out here, though. Lots of donors. I got a couple of Buicks over here that I'm working on. I bought that one over there, kind of cheap, and I bought that one for parts to fix that one up, just to try and help me recover some of the money I spent building the shop. But as you can see, I have a lot of stuff. And then there's a whole lot more this way, too. And way on the other side of my house here. Well, we got a Pontiac G6, nothing special. This is my 1970 Chevy Silverado with a 400 small block. It's really good at destroying tires and making a lot of noise and inhaling fuel. It needs a little love to be brought back to life. But honestly, it ran and drove when I backed it and parked it. I'd just been kind of throwing stuff in the back of it for a while, but that's all good though. I got another 80s Silverado 4x4 here. There's what's left of one I've stripped apart. There's what's left of another one we've stripped apart. That will eventually be the shop truck. And I love this thing because I'm doing a full Vortec conversion, because it's a 95, which originally came with TBI, big block, and small block. And I'm going to upgrade it to a Vortec using that 99 Suburban over there, because it has the exact same color interior. So it'll have a dual airbag. It'll have everything that a later 90s model would have, but this one is a 5 on the floor. So I'm really excited to work on this project. I think it'll be kind of fun to have something like this as a shop truck. But I have all kinds of stuff out here. All kinds of junk. Old winch trucks, like this Silverado. She's worked hard her entire life, as you can tell by that headache rack that's bent. There's a tandem gin pole truck, a GMC. That thing's interesting, although it gobbles gas like mad. That thing's just been through a nightmare, but that motor will not die for some reason, despite all this that's happened to the truck. It won't die. Got lots of little goodies out here. Some slightly newer stuff like that Honda. Got a couple of these old 50 and 60s series work trucks. Got a GMC trailer house truck sitting over here. It's interesting because I always thought it would be fun to turn that into some kind of wheelie truck. Right now it's got a turbocharged V6 Detroit diesel, but you know, it'd be interesting to turn that into something else, something fun. Got another Silverado and a Suburban and, like I said, the Honda, but none of that's really interesting. They're a little too new. But got a real interesting Cadillac over here. We're going to get to that car in just a second. Right here is a truck I've kind of been wanting to do. I think it's a 79 one-ton Scottsdale Chevrolet long bed crew cab. And this one was also a factory standard truck, but the tranny and the engine's gone. But it's got a lot of room. I just love trucks. I have a big passion for trucks. We got so many of them out here, but trucks are nice because, well, I'm a big guy. I am 6'8", so cars are a bit tight for me, but you know, some of them work good. But we have a lot of real interesting stuff out here. Like this Cadillac. Well, you just don't see them like this anymore. You know, old Fleetwoods, you know, weren't really the most popular cars, but I'll tell you right now, this thing's a boat. It is enormous. Now, all the missing little pieces like the wheel covers and stuff, those are in the trunk. I mean, got all the trim pieces. This car has all the decals. I mean, nothing's broke or split, really. Good straight car. Interior needs love, like everything. But, I mean, would you look at that? Look at the front of that car. I mean, Cadillac made some pretty aggressive looking cars back in the day. Now, the motor in this is there. It's been torn into a little bit. Don't know what's really wrong with it, but this is definitely something I want to come to at some point and see what's going on with it. Now, way back here, I got to navigate the minefield here of stuff. Yes, this is old oil field property, so there's old oil tanks and treaters and stuff laying around here. It's been plugged out, which is nice, but some of the old equipment has been abandoned here. That, I don't even know why we have that, but I don't do boats. This is an interesting truck, though. This is a very interesting truck. I can't remember exactly what year this is, but it is a half-ton Bonanza Chevy Big 10. And it runs and drives. And the body really is pretty straight. I mean, there's a little booger in the door there, but I mean, the cab looks good. Rockers look good. You know, she's pretty straight. And you don't see a lot of these trucks around anymore. Not a Bonanza Big 10. That's just something you don't see. We got another Chevy here. Got a 2001 right there. Not really caring too much about that bad boy. You know, it is what it is. Got a Chevy 20 here. I don't remember exactly what year this is. It does have a motor in it. I don't know what the condition of the motor is, but, you know, it's an automatic. It needs a little love. You know, it's had better days, just like everything else. Tailgate's a little banged up. Body's pretty straight for the most part, though. I mean, this could definitely be an interesting truck as a project. Got another beautiful Chevy 3/4 ton here, Chevy 20. No motor. It's got a lot of stuff missing, like the curved glass out of it and everything. I just love curved glass. Drives me nuts that auto manufacturers moved away from wraparound glass. But, you know, this truck's not too bad. Got most of the trim and badging on it. And got a little shallow ding here and there, and it's been worked over a bit, as you can tell by the body. It's been worked over some. But the wood bed's still there. And, you know, it's not a bad looking truck. I got a couple of Pontiacs here that belong to a friend of mine. Got part of a Chevy over there, Blazer. 80s Suburban, another Chevy. Interesting station wagon that's been crunched. Don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm sure there's still some good stuff I can get out of that. Got a Gen Pole truck here that we use to move stuff around sometimes. You know, got another Ford here, another Blazer back there, another Suburban. More Suburbans down there. This guy is pretty sweet. Runs and drives. Good little half-ton. Good runner. It could use some love like everything. But, I mean, it's already had quite a bit of work put into it. It looks like she's just about ready for paint, other than the fact that somebody popped a dent in that fender. Right there, or that quarter panel, I should say, behind the wheel. Nothing you can't fix. And oh, a Chevy Caprice. Can somebody explain something to me about Tahoes and the Silverado pickup trucks? What was the point in doing that? That is got to be the ugliest headlight conversion I've ever seen. I mean, it's just horrible. Oh, got a good Vortec 350 hiding under that. And another Bourbon. Another RV with a motor. Got a Buick Riviera. I know a lot of people always want that one particular Buick. And everybody knows which one I'm talking about. The one with that really nice curved back glass. But I can't help but say that even this Riviera, even with the little bit of rust that's on it and minor cancer work, I mean, it's a straight car. It's a good looking car. I love the shape and the lines, and it looks amazing. And I love the curves on the back end. I mean, this is back when they still considered every body part on the car a piece of art. I mean, it's a beautiful car. It needs interior work and other odds and ends, but I mean, it's all there. And it ran and drove here, and this is where it's been sitting ever since. But the best part is this old girl's got the hideaway headlights, and they work. We actually were playing with them. Got a El Camino over there and a cute little Ford farm tractor, and just on the other side of that farm tractor over there is a Chrysler 300 with a Type C Hemi. Got to find a home for that. Another Chevy work truck. Like I said, there's all kinds of stuff out here. You know, got a Colorado. That is definitely going to be going in the shop. Oh yes, that G-body has got to go in the shop. And then this Oldsmobile. I've always been a little partial to these old two-doors like this. I just think they're cool cars. That's that. It is what it is. It's a Ford minivan. Yeah. The price was right. That's all I can say. They got some more Chevy trucks down here. Old Suburbans. Got a lot more Chevy trucks and Suburbans out there. Got a Caprice Classic wagon. Lots of little goodies over here. More Chevy trucks, a Bonneville. Got some more Chevy trucks. And yes, you see that correct. Chevy Impalas. 3 of them. 1, 2, and then in the back there, 3. And right next to it, oh yes, a Malibu. Now, I loved this style of Malibu. I really did. I loved the taillights that they put on these cars back then. You know, don't get me wrong. The Impala taillights are obviously way cooler. Way cooler. But you gotta appreciate a good Malibu. A good car. Good looking car. Really was. Just like an Impala. They were beautiful cars. There's the other Impala. More donors. Got a few school buses out here too. There's another one at the other end of the property, but we skipped it. And, well, what can I say about that Avalanche? But the price was right. Got some Furies. Some more Silverados. Lots of little goodies out here. That's an old Pettibone forklift. Retired military forklift, if I remember right. We don't really use it much, but yes, it runs. It has an International Slant 6 motor in it. I keep hoping maybe one day I'll find a nice Scout to put it in. That would be interesting. But yeah, a lot of more Chevy trucks down here. And then, of course, over here in this pile back here, these are all donors in the 70s. I think one of them's a 69. Got a Chevette. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if that would be any fun to put, I don't know, a motor in it and just go have fun with it. I mean, it's a light little car. They're ugly, in my opinion. This one's missing a few things, but the color is quite interesting for a Chevette. I mean, yeah, I could fit a 4.3 liter Vortec V6 in there. Boy, it would do some pretty stellar burnouts, that's for sure. So we got this guy here. Crew cab. 1 ton. What a service bed. It's just nice to see crew cabs in some of these older trucks. You just don't see it very often. It's not as common. Got another Tahoe. Another Silverado. That actually used to be a buddy of mine's truck back when me and him worked together out in the fields. He worked out of that. That truck has been amazing. The 4.8 liter Vortec in it. It's a Gen 1 LS. Cast iron. Great motor. Thing won't die and it's surprisingly punchy. And then we got this beautiful GMC. Oh yes. It's got the V8 badges. But it's got that round glass I love. But, you know, it's had its day. It's been around the block. It's a manual. Got some more Chevys trucks here. Like I said, lots of trucks. But got some cars too. Got some interesting cars. But a lot of old Chevy trucks. Whole lot of old Chevy trucks. You know, got a Ford truck over there and a Chevy Sonic. Got this old Chevy 50 dump truck. Got another Chevy 60 down there that has no bed on it. That would be actually pretty interesting to turn into like a hot rod truck, just for fun. Old commercial truck that's all dragged out. That'd be kind of sweet. Got an old Dakota here. And late 90s, mid 90s Ram. A Ford F-100 that leaves something to be desired. Two different types of grills in it. The body's, it needs love. I mean, you'd have to really want that truck. Interesting old BMW convertible here that we got. That'll be fun. Got a couple of Oldsmobiles over here. Oh yeah, 98s. That thing, oh God, what can I say? Cadillac and Lincoln, they got a problem with air ride. And that pretty much tells you everything you need to know about that. I mean, that's how you can find a lot of these sitting. Because either the bags go bad, they start leaking, or, you know, burns the pump out. But it's just not worth messing with, really. It's, yeah. There's another donor. Got a good motor and tranny, but the truck's been boogered up pretty good. Another work mule that's been retired. You know, got a couple more Blazers and Jimmys over here, and a Crown Vic over there, and then over here, got a Plymouth Satellite. Now, a lot of people don't like these cars, and I'm not even going to lie. It's not like I'm wooing over this car myself, but you have to admit that Plymouth had an interesting thing going on with that grille. It's just kind of an odd shape for this car. I mean, you can see how it just turns way back behind the headlights there. I thought it was interesting the way they did that. You know, it's got the turn signals on the fenders. You know, a lot of these were cop cars back in the day, but, you know, this one's actually not too bad shape-wise. It's definitely interesting car. You know, steering wheel is still in amazing shape in this. I mean, the car really isn't that bad if it just got thoroughly cleaned out. It's actually pretty clean, surprisingly. But, you know, what do you do? Oh, sorry, Satellite Custom. My bad. And the door's a little boogered up. Could probably hammer that out. Get it open, close again. No, gosh, the Crown Vic, ew. There's an old work truck back there, way back there. Gin pole truck, she's kind of seen her day. There's that truck I think would be kind of fun to make a hot rod out of. Well, nah, don't forget the old Dodge there. But this would be kind of interesting to turn into some kind of interesting hot rod truck. I mean, it's got some newer wheels on it, and you know, there's been a lot of work done to it, cleaned it up. You know, air receiver, newer style mirrors. You know, someone's been through this, but it would be kind of fun to make this into a drag truck, I think. I think it'd be real fun as a drag truck. So here she is. You know, it's a 30 by 50, metal over wood. And I burnt my entire nest egg on this. LOL. And, you know, it's going to be a great place to get started out of, I think. It's got an upstairs area. You know, so you can store all those parts. You know, they got to go somewhere. But, no, I mean, the shop is, it's obviously no Taj Mahal, but it's watertight. Pretty well airtight. I've got heating and cooling in it, so I'll stay comfortable no matter what the season. And, you know, it's more than big enough for what I need. Anyway, thanks for watching. My next video, we're going to be tearing into a 350 that just arrived not too long ago, and they said it was running and driving when they pulled it out. Well, I'm going to pull the pan, and we're going to find out. And if everything looks good, we'll probably do some little odds and ends to it. Get it ready to go in something out here. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next time. Remember, it's better to save them than crush them.